June 19, 2016. Oracle Arena, Oakland, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. The score is tied at 89. There's 1 minute and 50 seconds left on the clock. LeBron James is sprinting back on defense. He's 31 years old. He's been in the league for 13 seasons. His legs should be giving out. He's played 46 minutes already. But right now, in this exact moment, everything he's ever done, every point scored in a high school gym in Akron, every playoff game, every championship, every failure, it all comes down to what happens in the next 5 seconds. Andre Iguodala has the ball. He's going up for the layup. It's an easy 2 points. Golden State takes the lead. The Warriors, the team that just went 73-9, the greatest regular season team in NBA history, they're about to win it all. The confetti is ready. The championship hats are in the boxes. History is written, but LeBron is behind him, closing the gap, every muscle fiber firing. And what happens next? It's the single most important play of his entire life. The play that will define everything. The play that separates legends from myths. But here's the thing. To understand why that moment matters, why it's not just another highlight in a career full of highlights, we need to go back, way back, to a kid in Akron, Ohio, who never asked to carry the weight of an entire city, an entire generation, on his back. December 30th, 1984. Gloria James gives birth to a baby boy in Akron General Medical Center. She's 16 years old, single mother, no father in the picture, no family money, no safety net. They're moving from apartment to apartment, couch to couch, place to place. By the time LeBron is 5 years old, they've lived in a dozen different places, maybe more. Gloria loses count. This is not a rags to riches story. This is a no-rags story. This is survival. Akron in the 80s and 90s isn't just economically depressed. It's forgotten by America. The rubber factories that built this city, that gave it identity and purpose, gone, shipped overseas. The jobs, vanished. The middle class, evaporated. What's left is boarded up houses, empty factories, and streets where you learn to stay inside after the streetlights come on. This is the Rust Belt at its most brutal. But Gloria, she's fighting every single day, working multiple jobs, trying to keep food on the table, trying to keep her son safe. And when LeBron is 9 years old, she makes a decision that changes the trajectory of everything. She sends him to live with Frank Walker, a local youth football coach. It's not abandonment. It's love. It's sacrifice. It's a mother recognizing that her son needs stability more than he needs her proximity. Frank Walker gives LeBron something he's never had before. A routine. A bedroom that stays the same. Dinner at the same time every night. Structure. And Frank introduces him to basketball. By the time LeBron is in 8th grade, people are noticing. And we're not talking about proud parents in the stands. Scouts are showing up to middle school games. Coaches from high schools across Ohio are calling Frank's house. This kid already 6'3" in 8th grade, with hands that can palm a basketball like it's an orange. He's not just good. He's not just talented. He's generational. He enrolls at St. Vincent St. Mary High School, a small Catholic school in downtown Akron. Nothing fancy. But by his sophomore year, something unprecedented is happening. National media is covering high school basketball games. ESPN is broadcasting them. For him, just for him, Sports Illustrated sends a writer and photographer to Akron. They watch this 17-year-old kid dismantle teams like he's playing a different sport. And in February 2002, LeBron James appears on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He's still in high school. He hasn't graduated. He hasn't declared for the draft. He hasn't played a single minute of college ball. The headline, The Chosen One. Not future star. Not top prospect. Not one to watch. The Chosen One. Think about that for a second. Really think about it. You're a junior in high school. You're worried about prom, about homework, about whether that girl in your chemistry class likes you back. And the biggest sports magazine in the world is telling millions of people that you're destined for greatness, that you're not just going to be good, that you're the fulfillment of a prophecy. That's not pressure. That's not hype. That's a life sentence. Because if you don't fulfill it, you're not just a disappointment. You're not just a bust. You're a false prophet. You're the chosen one who wasn't chosen after all. LeBron gets a tattoo across his back. Upper shoulder blades. Chosen one. Not past tense, not I was chosen, present tense, active. He's declaring it to the world. Or maybe he's trying to convince himself. Maybe he's trying to carry the weight by acknowledging it exists. June 26, 2003. NBA Draft, Madison Square Garden. The Cleveland Cavaliers have the first overall pick. It's the worst kept secret in professional sports. They're taking LeBron, the local kid, the prodigal son. The chosen one is coming home to save a city that hasn't won a championship in any major sport since 1964. That's 39 years of futility, of heartbreak, of being the punchline. Cleveland doesn't just want LeBron to be good. They need him to be a savior, and that's a completely different burden. His first game as a professional, October 29, 2003, against the Sacramento Kings. 25 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. He's 18 years old. The hype isn't just real. It might actually be understated. Rookie of the Year, obvious. expected. Then 3 straight All-Star games. Then MVP at 25 years old, the youngest to ever win it. He's putting up numbers that make Hall of Famers look pedestrian. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists per game, every single night. He's dragging a mediocre Cavaliers roster, and let's be honest, outside of LeBron, that roster is barely playoff caliber to 50-win seasons. But here's the problem. The only problem that matters in the NBA. Rings, championships, banners, that's the only currency that counts when you're comparing legacies. And LeBron doesn't have any. 2007, the Cavaliers make the NBA Finals. LeBron is 22 years old, the youngest player to ever lead a team that far. He's averaging 27 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds in the playoffs. He's playing 46 minutes a game. He's doing everything. And in the Eastern Conference Finals against Detroit, he delivers one of the greatest individual performances in playoff history. Game 5, the Palace of Auburn Hills. Hostile crowd, physical defense. The Pistons are one of the best defensive teams in the league. And LeBron, he scores 48 points, including the last 25 points for Cleveland. In a row, he scores or assists on Cleveland's final 30 points. In Detroit, on the road, against the bad boy Pistons' spiritual successors. It's legendary. People are calling it the moment he arrived, the moment he announced himself as the best player in the world. But then the Cavaliers play San Antonio in the finals. Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Greg Popovich, a machine, a system that's been perfected over a decade, experience versus potential. And the Spurs, they don't just beat Cleveland, they sweep them. 4 games, surgical, emotionless, complete domination. LeBron averages 22 points on 36% shooting. He looks overwhelmed, lost, like a kid who showed up to a chess match with checkers pieces. The Spurs aren't just better, they're operating on a different level of basketball intelligence. They have a system. Cleveland has LeBron, and it's not enough. After Game 4, LeBron sits on the bench, head down, towel over his face. And the criticism starts immediately. He's not clutch. He's not a killer. He doesn't have the mentality. He'll never be Jordan. Jordan, that name, it hangs over every single thing LeBron does, like a shadow he can't escape. Michael Jordan won his first championship at 28 years old. LeBron is 22, but no one cares about context. No one cares about age or supporting cast or experience. They only care about the comparison. And in that comparison, LeBron is failing. Here's the cruel, impossible part of being the chosen one. The more you achieve, the higher the standard gets. LeBron could average 40 points a game, and people would say he should average 50. He drags terrible teams to the playoffs year after year, and people ask why he's not in the finals. He puts up statistical performances that nobody else in the league can match, and it's never enough, because he was chosen, and chosen ones don't get participation trophies. They're supposed to deliver the impossible, every single time. 2008, Cavaliers lose in the second round to the Boston Celtics. The Big Three, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen. LeBron averages 26 points, not enough. 2009, Eastern Conference Finals, they lose to the Orlando Magic. Dwight Howard, LeBron averages 38.5 points per game in that series, still not enough. 2010, second round again, Boston again, LeBron averages 27 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. The Celtics win in 6 games. And after the final game, LeBron walks off the court without shaking hands, without addressing the media, just gone. 7 years in Cleveland, 7 years of carrying a franchise on his back, 7 years of dragging inadequate rosters farther than they have any right to go, and 0 championships. The pressure isn't just on him anymore, it's crushing him, it's suffocating the joy out of the game. And then in the summer of 2010, everything changes. July 8th, 2010, prime time, an hour-long special. LeBron James sits down with Jim Gray in a Boys and Girls Club in Greenwich, Connecticut. Cameras everywhere. The whole sports world is watching. Everyone wants to know the answer to one question. Where is LeBron going? Cleveland thinks he's staying. They've prepared a presentation. Dan Gilbert, the owner, has promised to spend whatever it takes. Pat Riley in Miami has been recruiting. The Knicks, the Bulls, everyone wants him. But Cleveland believes. Because he's from there. Because he's one of them. Because chosen ones don't abandon their home. Jim Gray asks the question, LeBron, what's your decision? And LeBron, wearing a suit that probably cost more than most people in Akron make in a month, looks into the camera and says the words that will define the next chapter of his life. I'm taking my talents to South Beach. Not Cleveland, Miami, the Heat. He's leaving. And not just leaving, he's teaming up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. 3 superstars, 1 team, a manufactured super team. And Cleveland finds out on national television, live, in front of millions of people, that their savior just walked out the door. The reaction is immediate and volcanic. In Cleveland, they burn his jersey in the streets. Literally, bonfires of LeBron James jerseys. Fans crying, cursing his name. Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert writes an open letter, Comic Sans font. He calls LeBron a coward, a narcissist. He calls it a cowardly betrayal. He guarantees that Cleveland will win a championship before LeBron does. The media destroys him. National columnists, talk radio, Twitter, Everyone. Not for leaving. Players change teams all the time. For how he left. For the TV special. For taking my talents. For the hubris. For making an entire city find out on live television that their hero just abandoned them. LeBron isn't the chosen one anymore. He's the villain. The most hated athlete in America. And you know what? He leans into it. July 9th, 2010. American Airlines Arena, Miami. The Heat throw a welcome party. It's not a press conference. It's a rock concert. Pyrotechnics, smoke machines, laser lights. LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh on stage like they're the Beatles. Championship banners hanging from the rafters, but they're blank. Placeholders, not yet earned. LeBron grabs the microphone. The crowd is going insane, and he says the words that will haunt him for the next year. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. He's predicting championships. Multiple championships. A dynasty. He's 25 years old. He's won exactly 0 championships. And he's up there on stage, guaranteeing 7. The hubris is suffocating. The arrogance is breathtaking. And the rest of the NBA, they want blood. The 2010-2011 season starts. The Miami Heat are supposed to steamroll everyone. They don't. They struggle. The chemistry is off. LeBron and Wade are both used to being the alpha. Who takes the last shot? Who gets the ball in crunch time? They figure it out eventually. They finish 58-24, second seed in the East. They make the finals, and then they play the Dallas Mavericks. Dirk Nowitzki, one superstar, no super team, no welcome party, just a 32-year-old German guy who's been grinding for 13 years without a ring. The Mavericks are massive underdogs. Game 1 in Miami. Heat win. Okay, expected. Game 2. Dallas wins. Okay, they stole one. Series tied. Game 3 in Dallas. Mavericks win. They're up 2-1. And LeBron? He's disappearing in the fourth quarters. The jokes start immediately. Where's LeBron in the clutch? The memes are brutal. Game 4. Dallas. LeBron scores 8 points. 8 points in an NBA Finals game. On 3 for 11 shooting. He looks scared. Tentative. Like he doesn't want the ball. The Heat lose. Game 5. Dallas wins. They're up 3-2. 1 game away from a championship. The super team is falling apart. Game 6. Back in Miami. Elimination game. LeBron scores 21 points. Respectable, but not enough. Dirk Nowitzki drops 21. Jason Terry drops 27 off the bench. Dallas wins 195. The Mavericks are NBA champions. Dirk gets Finals MVP. And LeBron? He's the biggest punchline in sports. The memes are everywhere. LeBron in the fourth quarter. Clutch gene not found. His legacy isn't just damaged. It's obliterated. He left Cleveland to take the easy road, formed a super team, predicted 7 championships, and couldn't even win one. He wanted to be the villain. He got his wish. But villains are supposed to win, and LeBron just lost in the most embarrassing, humiliating way possible. This is rock bottom. The chosen one couldn't do it alone in Cleveland, and now the super team just failed on the biggest stage. The critics aren't just questioning his legacy anymore. They're writing it in permanent ink, and it's ugly. He's a choker, a frontrunner, a stat padder who shrinks when it matters. But here's the thing about rock bottom. It's also a foundation. It's also the moment where you decide who you're going to be. Summer of 2011, LeBron James disappears from public view. No interviews, no social media, no celebrity appearances, just silence. And when he comes back, he's different. He spends the entire offseason working with Hakeem Olajuwon, the Dream, one of the greatest post players in NBA history. LeBron is learning footwork, back to the basket moves, turnaround jumpers, counter moves. He's adding weapons to his arsenal that he never needed in Cleveland because he could just overpower everyone with athleticism. But that's not the real change. The real change is mental. Watch the interviews from October 2011. The smile is gone. The joy is gone. The kid from Akron who just wanted to be loved and accepted, he's gone too. What's left is someone who's been broken down and rebuilt. Someone who's been through the fire and came out harder. He's not trying to be liked anymore. He's not worried about being the villain. He's trying to prove every single person who doubted him wrong. And that's a completely different type of motivation. 2011-2012 season. Lockout shortened. 50 games. LeBron averages 27, 7 and 6. But the statistics don't tell the story. He's playing defense like his life depends on it. He's guarding point guards, one possession, centers the next. He's diving for loose balls, taking charges, doing the dirty work. He's not just the best player on the court. He's everywhere at once. The Heat go 46-20. They tear through the playoffs. Eastern Conference Finals against Boston, the team that eliminated him twice in Cleveland. The Big Three. This is personal. Game 6, TD Garden, Boston. The Celtics are up 3-2 in the series. One more win, and Miami's season is over. One more loss, and the memes write themselves. LeBron can't win. Super team failure. The pressure is astronomical. LeBron drops 45 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, on the road, in a hostile environment, in an elimination game. It's not just a great performance, it's a statement written in blood. You're not getting rid of me. Not today, not ever. The Heat win Game 6, then they win Game 7. NBA Finals. Miami Heat versus Oklahoma City Thunder. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden coming off the bench. The future of the league. Young, hungry, fearless, but LeBron is playing like a man possessed, like someone who knows this is his last chance to prove he's not a fraud. Game 5, Miami, closeout game. LeBron has 26 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists, triple-double, complete game. The Heat win 121-106. And for the first time in his career, after 9 years, after all the criticism and doubt and hatred, LeBron James is an NBA champion. He collapses on the court, right there on the hardwood. He's crying. Not tears of joy, tears of relief. 9 years of carrying impossible weight. 9 years of being called a choker, a frontrunner, a false prophet. And it's finally over. Except it's not, because one ring doesn't erase the decision. One ring doesn't silence the critics. Jordan has 6, Kobe has 5, Magic has 5. Even if you have one, it's not enough to be in the conversation. So LeBron does it again. 2013 season, finals, Miami vs San Antonio, rematch. The Spurs want revenge. Game 6, San Antonio is up 3-2 in the series. They're up 5 points with 28 seconds left. The championship ropes are coming out. Security is preparing for the trophy presentation. It's over, except Ray Allen hits the most clutch three-pointer in finals history. Corner 3, toe on the line. Somehow in bounds. Game goes to overtime. Miami wins. Game 7 in Miami. LeBron closes it out. 37 points, 12 rebounds. Finals MVP again. Back-to-back champion. 2 rings, 2 finals MVPs. He's done it. He's proven everyone wrong. He's no longer the villain. He's no longer the choker. He's a champion. Multiple times. But deep down, LeBron knows something. Miami was supposed to be the easy way. 3 superstars. Perfect weather. South Beach. That's not a legacy. That's a vacation. Cleveland is still ringless. Dan Gilbert's letter is still out there. The curse is still real. And if LeBron really wants to be the greatest, he has to go back and finish what he started. July 11, 2014. LeBron James publishes an essay in Sports Illustrated. Not a TV special. Not a press conference. Just a letter. A message to the people of Cleveland. To the fans who burned his jersey. To the city that cursed his name. The headline is 2 words. I'm coming home. He writes about his mistakes, about growing up, about understanding what Cleveland means, and then he makes a promise. Our goal is still to win a championship, and we will. Not I hope, not we'll try. We will. He doesn't ask for forgiveness. He doesn't grovel. He just makes a promise, and everyone knows exactly what happens if he breaks it. His legacy is over, forever. 2014-15 season, first year back. The Cavaliers make the finals. They play the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. But in the playoffs, Kyrie Irving gets injured, Kevin Love gets injured. LeBron is playing with Matthew Dellavedova and Timothy Mozgov as his second and third options. They lose in 6 games, but LeBron averages 36 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. He gets votes for Finals MVP. On the losing team, first time anyone seriously considered that since Jerry West in 1969. It's not enough. Close doesn't count. Cleveland is still cursed. LeBron is still ringless in Cleveland. The clock is ticking. 2015-16 season. The Warriors go 73-9. They break the 1996 Chicago Bulls record for best regular season ever. Steph Curry wins unanimous MVP. They're the greatest team ever assembled. A machine. Beautiful basketball. Unbeatable. The Cavaliers are good, really good. They finish 57-25. But they're not 73-9 good. Nobody is. Finals. Warriors vs Cavaliers. Rematch. Game 1 in Oakland. Warriors win by 15. Game 2. Warriors win by 33. It looks like a mismatch. Cleveland looks outclassed. It's over before it started. Golden State is going to cruise to a championship. But then something shifts. Game 3 in Cleveland. Cavs win. LeBron has 32. Kyrie has 30. Game 4. Cavs win again. Series tied 2-2. The Warriors look rattled. Game 5. Oracle Arena. Steph Curry goes nuclear. 38 points. The Warriors remember who they are. They win. 3-2. 1 game away from a championship. 1 game away from immortality. Game 6. Cleveland. Quicken Loans Arena. Elimination game. The city is vibrating with nervous energy. This might be the last game. LeBron has 41 points. Kyrie Irving has 41 points. First time in NBA Finals history that 2 teammates both score 40+. The Cavs win 115-101. Series tied. 3-2. Everything comes down to 1 game. June 19, 2016. Game 7. Oracle Arena, Oakland, California. Winner takes all. The greatest regular season team in NBA history versus the kid from Akron trying to save a cursed city. The stakes couldn't be higher. The game is a battle, back and forth. No team leads by more than 7 points the entire game. Every possession is a war. Every shot matters. Every defensive stop is crucial. 4th quarter. 4 minutes left. The score is tied at 89. Both teams are exhausted. Both teams are playing on pure adrenaline and willpower. Warriors have the ball. Andre Iguodala gets a steal. He's running out in transition. Wide open lane. J.R. Smith is chasing, but he's too far back. This is an easy layup. 2 points. Warriors take the lead with under 2 minutes left, except LeBron James is sprinting from half court, full speed. He's played 46 minutes. His body should be failing, but he's moving like a man possessed. Iguodala goes up for the layup. LeBron goes up behind him. And from behind, completely clean, LeBron pins the ball against the backboard. The chase down block, the greatest defensive play in NBA Finals history. The most important block of all time. The sound it makes echoes through Oracle Arena like a gunshot. Still tied at 89, 53 seconds left. Everything is still on the line. Cavaliers have the ball. LeBron brings it up. The crowd is deafening. He passes to Kyrie Irving. Steph Curry is guarding him. Kyrie dribbles, left hand, right hand, crossover. He creates just enough space. 30 feet from the basket. He rises up. The ball leaves his hand. Everything goes silent. 20,000 people hold their breath. The ball rotates through the air. Perfect backspin. Swish. Kyrie Irving hits the three-pointer. 92-89, Cleveland. 53 seconds left. Warriors miss their next shot. LeBron gets fouled. Goes to the line. Makes one free throw. 93-89. Warriors miss again. Kevin Love gets fouled. Makes one. 94-3, Navanoy. 10 seconds left. Warriors can't score. The buzzer sounds. The Cleveland Cavaliers are NBA champions. The curse is broken. 52 years of suffering ends in one moment. LeBron is on the floor, face down, sobbing. Not relief this time. Pure joy. Cleveland hasn't won a championship since 1964. The Browns, the Indians, the Cavs, all cursed, all heartbreak. And LeBron just saved them all. Down 3-1 to the greatest team in NBA history. He averaged 29.7 points, 11.3 rebounds, 8.9 assists, 2.6 steals, 2.3 blocks in the series. He was everywhere, he was everything, and he delivered the impossible. That block isn't just a highlight. That's the moment the narrative flipped forever. That's the moment LeBron stopped being the villain and became the hero. That's the moment he proved that chosen ones don't just fulfill prophecies, they write their own. The parade in Cleveland draws 1.3 million people, more than the entire population of Cleveland. People drive from across Ohio, from Pennsylvania, from everywhere, signs everywhere. Witness, the king, thank you. Grown men crying in the streets. He didn't just win a championship, he gave an entire city hope. But LeBron isn't done. 2020, he's 35 years old. He signs with the Los Angeles Lakers, a franchise in complete disarray. They haven't won since 2010. Kobe just retired. They're a lottery team. Nobody expects anything. LeBron takes them to a championship in the Orlando bubble. During a pandemic, his fourth ring, his third team. The first player in history to win Finals MVP with 3 different franchises. At 35 years old, 4 rings, 4 Finals MVPs. Still going. February 7, 2023. Crypto. Arena, Los Angeles. Lakers vs Oklahoma City Thunder. LeBron James is sitting at 38,387 career points, 1 point away from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record, a record that stood since 1984, a record everyone said would never be broken. Third quarter, LeBron posts up, fadeaway jumper from the elbow, the ball goes in, 38,388 points. LeBron James is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, at 38 years old, in his 20th season, the record that was supposed to be untouchable. Kareem is at the game, standing, clapping, passing the torch, and LeBron is still playing, still dominating, still defying time. Let's go back to that Sports Illustrated cover one more time. February 2002, the chosen one, 17 years old, that tattoo on his back, the weight of expectations that no teenager should ever have to carry. Every other chosen one collapsed under that weight, couldn't handle it, broke, failed. The list of next Jordans is a graveyard of what-ifs and could-have-beens. LeBron didn't just handle it, he exceeded it, he transcended it. 4 championships, 4 Finals MVPs, 4 regular season MVPs, all-time leading scorer, most playoff points in history, 20 consecutive All-Star games, 10 Finals appearances, 20 years of excellence. But here's what makes LeBron different. It's not the stats, it's not the rings, it's that he was supposed to fail. The pressure, the scrutiny, the decision, the villain arc, the comparisons to Jordan, the curse of Cleveland. Any normal person breaks. Any normal athlete crumbles under a fraction of that weight. LeBron didn't break, he bent, he fell, he failed spectacularly, and then he got back up and rewrote the ending on his own terms. That block in 2016, that's everything. Because in that moment, LeBron didn't just stop a layup, he stopped all the doubts. He stopped the narrative. He stopped everyone who said he'd never be clutch, never be the guy, never live up to the impossible hype. He chose himself. Some people are chosen. LeBron James chose to become something greater. The chosen one didn't just fulfill the prophecy, he became the prophet. So here's the question. Is he the greatest of all time? That's for you to decide. But one thing's not up for debate. No one in sports history has ever carried a heavier burden and didn't break. What's your GOAT pick? LeBron, Jordan, someone else? Drop it in the comments below. And if you made it this far through 25 minutes of basketball history, hit that subscribe button. Don't let the algorithm bury this story. See you in the next one.